We have a number of potted plants out here. This is one of those topsy-turvy things. It's growing tomatoes right now. Here's a plant. There's another one here, but they kind of need water, as you can tell. It's a very hot day. And this one looks good, but it can certainly use some water. There's some more over here. We also have this bird bath here, and that gets kind of green and disgusting, and the water in it evaporates and needs to be refilled periodically. But there's a problem with that. I have this spray gun at the end of the hose here, and I bought it maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and it's actually been holding up despite the fact it's rusty and that. It still works fine, you know, and it also has a connection for you to screw another hose on there. But the main thing here is that when the handle on it is not being squeezed, the water is off. And there's also another problem. When I go to fill this thing, if I try to fill it, it sprays the water out of it. And no matter how much water I try to put in there, it doesn't want to go. So, you know, you can go in here and do this, but all this mist comes out and that gets you wet. If it's a hot day, who cares? But even so. But if you just try to spray it, it just kicks the water right out of it. And you don't want to do that to these delicate little plants like that. That'll rip the petals right off the flowers, and then what was the whole point? So I don't want to just take the sprayer off the end of the hose, because then when I turn the hose on, water's just going to keep gushing out of that. And if you're trying to conserve resources and keep bills low, you're going to be spilling water all over the backyard on stuff that doesn't need to be watered. You need to direct that water where you want it to go so it can do its job. Well, there's an easy solution to this, and a very simple tool you can make, and believe it or not, you may already own it. Let me show you. Here's a garden hose. It just screws on the end there, as you would expect, but the other end of it had a problem. So I just lopped it off. And that's all you have. Just an open hose. And now take a look and see what happens when you go and water things with that. So now you can see that I've just attached this to that there. And now when I pull the trigger on here, take a look at this. Just exactly what you need. And I take this and I usually just run these till the pot overflows, and that's pretty much enough. Do that every couple of days and they've been doing just fine. Do that, now it's overflowing, and we stop the water. Yeah, there's going to be a bit that's going to drain out there. Let's do another one. Here we go, we'll stick it on this side here. This way you can direct the water exactly where you need it to go without wasting much at all. That's it right there, and it overflows. Perfect. You have one of these jobs. You can put the water right on top and it'll go through the holes there. In fact, depending on the hose, it may just go right inside. And you can just water the heck out of it and not have to worry about wasting much at all. In fact, if you do this, you could actually fill the whole thing up, give that soil a really good soaking, and let it, you know, really help germinate. It also works great for other stuff that you may have planted in the ground. If I wanted to water just this plant here, because the rest don't really need it, well, I can do that and just put water exactly where I want it. Not, you know, subjecting this to any sort of powerful stream of water, yet I'm still getting a very good flow and really can flood the area well. Same with these over here. Water those down. These are lilies, and they make some very, very nice big yellow flowers when they bloom. And if you hit this with the hose, it's going to rip those petals right off, and then what was the whole point? Remember the bird bath from before? It's no longer a problem. I can fill this right up so the birdies can have a nice drink, cool off, take a little bird bath, whatever they do here. Fill that right up, shut it off, the hose will drain out. And if you make the hose shorter, then there won't be as much waste there, each time you shut it off. There we are. Perfect. All with a simple item you were probably going to throw out to start with, an old garden hose that got damaged or broken, or this one really just had its day and was used up, and the end of it kind of got broken and sprung a leak. So instead of fixing a little short piece of hose like this and coupling it back, because you can spend about, $6, $7, $8 to repair it, you might as well. The hose is probably already going to be 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. You might as well just get a new hose. It's going to be a lot more pliable and easy to work with. So make use of the stuff you were going to throw out. Just like that. Makes it real easy to water things efficiently in your backyard. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please consider clicking the like and subscribe buttons. That lets me know I did a good job making this video, and I can continue to provide them for you. Have a great day.